Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come and talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. When I tell y'all, I was running my mouth for about 3 minutes, and then I realized that I was not recording. Anyways, so um, the episode was cute or whatever, you know. I didn't take a lot of notes. There really wasn't a lot that happened, but I still thought it was a cute episode. I don't really feel like going in any particular order, and then plus, I'm kind of late. I just got back into town. Like I just got back to my apartment. Probably it was at like almost midnight, I believe. After it was, I can't remember, girl. It was late. Um, so, anyways, let's just get into the episode. So, Drew, we could talk about her first. Drew has an assistant named Danielle. Danielle is in the house with the biggest shades, sunglasses that she could find. I'm assuming that Danielle didn't want to be on TV because there was no other reason for Danielle to be in the house with shades on. That was his bed. Girl, I said, girl, where's you going? So I'm like, okay, she just don't want to be on TV. Um, they're talking about Drew and I guess Drew's choreography for her video. Girl, I tried watching that video. Girl, I'm telling you right now. I turned the video on YouTube and it looked like it was. It looked like it was. It didn't look low budget like Kenya said to me. But I didn't get past the first like 7 seconds. As Ralph popped up on my iPad, girl, I clicked X. So I couldn't even really watch it. I got past however many seconds it was when Ralph did y'all see Ross? Girl, Ross finally, girl, made another appearance. I said, well, girl, where's she been? Ross, you got some splaining to do. Because we still trying to figure out, girl, what's going on in Austin, Texas. Because if you supposed to be up here trying to make babies, girl, how you going to make a baby if you all the way in Austin and Sonya is in Atlanta? We're going to stop being messy, though, because it's just not me. It's some of us, too. Don't put it all on me, because it's some of y'all in the comment section, too, talking about what's going on in Austin, Texas. Sonya, send me an email, girl. Girl, just send me. Girl, I could drive down there if you give me a little gas money. Girl, I could drive down there and see what's going on in Austin. It ain't too far from me. I'll find out what's going on down to the business. What's the business name? Oh, we can find out. Okay? Let me shut up. Ross is down there handling his business, trying to feed his family. And quiet as it's kept, like somebody said in the comment section, Ross probably ain't got nothing going on down in the in Austin. He really don't want to be around them people. He wants them people out of his house. Okay, so Ross, girl, we saw Ross one time, and that was at that birthday party. We ain't seen him ever since until tonight. Girl, we done seen Ross 2 times this whole season. Girl, we at the mid-season. Girl, he finally popped up on the screen. I said, well, there she go. Anyways, child, Drew is showing her choreography to her assistant, and I'm still trying to figure out why Drew got an assistant. Drew, girl, if I don't need no assistant, then you don't need one either. Girl, we ain't got nothing going on. Girl, we ain't got nothing going on. Girl, you can handle your business the same way a lot of us can handle ours. Girl, what you got going on to the point where you need an assistant, Drew? Okay, girl, whatever. Um, Drew tells Alexa to play Drew Sidora already know. And then Alexa said, who, girl? Alexa said, who? Girl, she played a whole different song, okay? Um, and then Alexa finally got it right. Um, Drew's sister, who was her manager for like 30 years, had some mental health issues. And so of course, she had to put herself first. And she was no longer able to manage Drew. She is coming to visit for the first time. This is going to be a first time in their home. I don't know about this home. Yeah, this home. She said 3 years. I don't know. I just know this is her first time visiting, like in 3 years. because her and Ralph, the sister and Ralph, don't get along because the sister clocked Ralph, girl, girl from the other side of town, and she tried to tell Drew that Ralph was controlling and a manipulator. And I guess Ralph felt some type of way because somebody had clocked his tea. Okay. And of course, I mean, that's her husband. And your family, your husband and your wife supposed to come before everybody else. So, I mean, it is what it is. But now I say, isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's ironic. It's a free ride. Okay. Girl, isn't that ironic? Don't you think? Because, girl, just the other night I saw a little clip of Drew down to Watch What Happens Live. Girl, not really wanting to say, but saying, but without saying it, but without saying it, that Mr. Ralph was manipulative and controlling. I said, now ain't that something? Now this man done stopped your sister. Well, you let it happen from coming to your house for basically clocking him for what he is, and now you down to Watch What Happens Live. Basically, like now it's Mad Day. now it's time to sign them papers. And now you realizing who you been laying down with this whole time. Ain't that a mess? Them the ones that are trying to keep you to keep you from your family. Ralph is a mess. But yeah, later in the episode, I guess they made up. I mean, listen. At the end of the day, I know like I can't even talk about Drew's story because God know what the like. I know what's going on. Like y'all not together, so what's the point? Like I don't know. Um, at the end of the day, the sister was right. The sister was right. And I think everybody, I mean, anybody who's watched the show knows the sister was right. I mean, girl, we've been saying that since the beginning, okay? Um, Marlo has a glam it up a phone call. You know, she has her, was it her, or is it an organization um, called Glam It Up for like foster girls, foster kids? Sonia comes to visit. Um, and she also has a deal with like Belk. Is it at a store like a Wieners or something? They usually have them like in the countries. I don't know if it's them in the city. I'm sure they probably got some like somewhere like on the outskirts. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never really seen one. I know they got one in my mom's where my mama lives. Um, but she don't live like in the country. But girl, still a small town. Well, some people will say it's a country. But anyways, child. They're gonna be carrying like her hoodies and stuff. Um, Sonya says that basically the group brings out the old Marlo and that she wished that they could see the Marlo that she sees. Sonya, girl, you just met Marlo, girl, 72 hours ago. Kenya been around Marlo for a very long time. Girl, as far as I'm concerned, Marlo and Kandi used to hold in the streets together. Hello? Girl, they've been on each other a long time. Girl, Kandi know. I'm sure Charles, Candy's cousin, probably told some of Candy's business to Marlo. Girl, so all I'm saying is, girl, they've worked with Marlo for a very long time. They've hung around Marlo for a very long time. They've had a friendship with Marlo for a very long time. So you can't come in and then say, "I wish these girls could see what I see." Girl, you not saying what you need to see quiet as it's come. Because on Mad Day, I'm gonna have to call it for what it is. On Mad Day, girl, when you make Marlo mad, Marlo gonna cut you to the white meat. And then she gonna call you the next day and be like, "Hey girl, what you doing?" And you gonna be sitting there mad. That's what's gonna happen, watch. Um Marlo says that when Kandi girl, quick, I'm not going through this. When Kandi said F you and F the flowers, that she took that as though Kandi was saying F my nephew and F my sister. No. I think that if Kandi wanted to say in that moment, F your nephew and F your sister, I think she would have said it. It's like it's like the people who get in my comment section and be like, "Oh, you don't like so and so." Girl, if I don't like a bitch, I say I don't like that bitch. If I can get her and say I don't like the other ones, what makes you think I can't say I don't like her or him? Hello? If Kandi wanted to say that, girl, as hot as Kandi was, I could see Kandi slipping up and saying that. Now she probably would have regretted saying it, right? But as mad as she was, I could see her saying that if like, or maybe she probably had enough self control not to say. But I don't. Marlo trying to twist it. We're not going down that road with Marlo and the nephew and Kandi and girl. It's a wrap. Um, Marlo says that she's going on a blind date. She's tired of the girls basically calling her whore and saying she only dates white men. So I guess in order to put that story to rest, they set on a blind date with a nigga. I said, well, girl. I said, girl, the only reason why Marlo went on a date with that black man is to show people that she like black men. Well, the truth of the matter is, Marlo don't give a damn about the color of your skin. Marlo give a damn about your wallet, and I'm not mad at it, okay? Marlo care about your credit score. I'm not mad at it. Marlo doesn't give a damn if you white, girl, black, a mutt, girl. It don't matter. Girl, Marlo say, I don't care. But girl, she trying to prove something to the people by going on a date with a nigga, okay? Um, Kandi and Sheree. I just snorted. I just snorted. Girl, when I said I was giggling so hard at Kandi and Sheree, this is funny to me. I don't care what none of y'all say. Girl, when I was on a plane, girl, trying my hardest to keep my laughter in. Girl, I went to Vegas this past weekend, and I went and saw Usher. Baby, I'm gonna tell y'all about the experience in another video. Girl, all I'm gonna say is this before, not to get off subject. Y'all know I got ADHD. I don't know if I got that, but I told myself I got it. If you have not seen Usher perform, you need to go see Usher perform. I'm not even I'm a Usher stan now. Girl, it ain't a trick walking. Shout out to Tammy Roman. It ain't a trick walking that can tell me anything about Usher Raymond. Not to me. Not to me. You can't. If you say something about Usher, I'm blocking your ass. Okay? It's that simple. But I tell you, anyways, Kandi and Sheree. So I was on the plane, um, and I was watching the show, and this part had me giggling in my seat. Kandi and Sheree meet up. I think Sheree sent a text message to Kandi basically asking her to meet up so they can have a conversation. I guess to hash out whatever need to be hashed out. Um, okay, so this is the thing. And for those who may be new to my page, I don't like I feel like I tell the truth when I see it. Like if I don't see what y'all seeing, like we just see different stuff sometimes. And I don't pay attention to Kandi like that outside of the show. If it's not like a viral clip or a clip that they put on like um one of the blogs, I don't know what Kandi be talking about on her speak on it. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. I have seen Kandi make comments about Sheree's business, but I don't think the comments that I saw Kandi say or hear Kandi say they were damaging to Sheree's business. Like how the stuff that Marlo was trying to pull earlier in the season, that could have been damaging to Candy's business. And some people could say, girl, it should have been, because every time we look up, girl, we don't know if we're going to get biscuits or bullets. But, girl, you can't claim to be somebody's friend and also, girl, go down that road. So, again, the comments that I've seen Candy mention, it was kind of like, girl, is your website up? Now, it would be some shade behind it, but I don't think it would be, I didn't think that it was damaging. I could be wrong, right? Some people could say that, well, it could be like a dog whistle when Candy throws out there, girl, kind of like, even if she didn't say it that way, kind of like, girl, your website ain't even up, right? And then some people could hear when she says, is your website up, or however she said it. Some people could take that as a, oh, girl, we're not even going to even go look at that mess because, So I guess it just depends on how you look at the situation. Again, I didn't think that Candy had said anything from what I've seen that was that damaging to Sheree's business. The truth of the matter is, we're just gonna go ahead and call a thing a thing. Everybody thought Sheree was full of shit. I think a lot of us cheered Sheree on. I was about to give Sheree my good money to support Sheree because I've always had a soft spot in my heart for Sheree. I used to go up for Sheree Whitfield, girl. And so she finally, at the end of last season, I was like, oh, yes, ma'am. I'm going to support my girl. I figured the shirts was going to be about $40, $50. Whatever, girl. Um, but then we just realized that Sheree was a mess. So I don't think that Kandi has said anything to sway the public's opinion about Sheree and She by Shein. Is that how you say it? I call it She. I'm going to call it She by Sheen. I just call it Sheen. I think it's pronounced Shein, though. I think. I know I heard Kandi say Shein, and I think Sheree said Shein, too. So I don't know how you pronounce it. Um, did your stuff ever go on sale? It's been on sale for 2 months. Sheree basically told Kandi that she needs to stick to music and then she'll stick to fashion. Listen, I don't think that Kandi is, girl. I don't think that just because Kandi is Kandi and Kandi may be successful at some of the things that she touched, that doesn't mean that people have to take her advice. I wouldn't say shoot it down, okay? But that doesn't mean that people have to take her advice. But I don't think that Kandi was necessarily trying to give her advice over, like as far as like the designs, right? I think it was more so like the business side. Girl, this is what you need to do. Which I think in that aspect, it will probably do you justice to just listen to her. That doesn't mean you have to take the advice, but just listen to her. Sheree tried to flip it and make it seem as though Kandi was trying to tell her girl what colors, girl, what need hoodies, what don't need hoodies, what needs zippers, what don't need zippers. Like, no. Yeah, well, Sheree said, I didn't say nothing about your failing health inspections. And then Kandi said, but I went back and I passed. And then Sheree said, but you failed a couple of times. Oh, God, going back and forth. It was like a tennis match for 1 second, girl. I was giggling. Oh, girl, I was giggling so hard. Oh, my God. Oh, wait. And then she was like, my site is up. And then Kenny said, yeah, with the stuff by Shein. And She by Sheree. She by Sheree. And then Sheree was like, I went to your restaurant and I brought 12 people. And I had to wait 3 hours. I'm sorry, got me cracking. I was cracking. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. God, I'm sorry. I found the silliest stuff funny. God, I'm sorry. That whole scene was funny to me. Straight out to your restaurant. Sheree said, I was in a restaurant. I brought 12 people. I had to wait 3 hours. Everything didn't go out. Oh God! Oh my God! I'm sweating. Oh, I just have my AC on. Oh. And she said everything didn't come out. Yeah. Oh so. Oh so. And then Sheree was like, she used to have a stove. She used to have a clothing store. And then Candy was like, used to. Yeah, he was funny. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Girl. Anyways, girl, the back and forth between Candy and Sheree was hilarious to me, girl. Oh god! Oh god! Okay. And then Brooklyn with her badass girl. Here go Candy. I mean, here go Kenya. Kenya and Brooklyn in the kitchen making cookies. Brooklyn want to eat the cookie dough, like a lot of people do. Kenya was like, no, Brooklyn, you can't eat. I don't think you can eat the cookie dough. Why does here go Brooklyn? That's how I Google so hard. Um, Todd's movie. He's thinking about putting Drew, I guess, as one of the. I don't know if it's a lead or not. I don't know. I guess one of the housewives on the on the move in the movie. Um, this is what I do know. If you're going to come out with this movie, one, please don't let it be low budget. Two, please don't try and cut corners because we know Candy likes to cut corners and it might rub off on Todd. And we know Todd, well, when you know, girl, I almost said something. Girl, I was about to get y'all worked up. I was about to get y'all worked. Let me shut up. Girl, shut up. Girl, don't even go down that road. Okay. Um, see now I can't even. I lost my train of thought because I wanted to be messy, and I thought about it, but I said I'm not gonna be messy. Oh yeah, because we know Candy likes to cut corners, like she did with the Mama's play. Um, so hopefully they don't cut corners and they hire the best actresses and pay them what they should be paid and not think that oh we're gonna hire Drew because it'll be cheap and I mean I know everybody got a budget, but if you're gonna, I just feel like great work should come, especially when you, girl, got the bank of candy laying right beside you. Okay, Marlo and Drew. I forgot who Marlo. Marlo was on the phone with somebody, I believe, and I think she found out Drew had a video shoot, and Marlo didn't. Drew didn't invite Marlo. I don't believe. So Marlo called Drew. Okay, so listen. This is the thing. Drew starts to tell Marlo that basically how like she was upset at how Marlo handled her. Marlo did acknowledge what Drew said. And Marlo acknowledged what Drew said a few times. She did. Okay? She even said, I received what you're saying. I think she even apologized. And then she said, girl, I'm from Florida. Y'all love to say I'm from Florida, girl. Marlo ain't been in Florida, probably ain't lived in Florida in 30 years, and she's still talking about, girl, I lived in Florida. Anyways, I'm from Florida. I hope this mic is on. Let me button this shirt up because I feel like it's dangling too much. See, that's why I need to wear my blue jean jacket so it can just be still and sturdy. You see? Anyways, and then Drew, I guess because Drew, this is what I feel like. I feel like Drew had called Marlo and she already had what she wanted to say. And because the direction of the conversation wouldn't allow Drew to say what she wanted to say, because Marlo had already pretty much took ownership of what Drew, what she had done, apologized to Drew. So I think Marlo was ready to move on, which I think is also another thing that Marlo needs to work on. Marlo is the type of person where she can go around, cause chaos and confusion, and then when somebody brings it up to her, she might apologize and recognize that she's wrong. And then after she says, okay, girl, you wrong. I mean, I'm wrong. You're right, girl. We done talking about it. And if you still have something on your chest to get off, then Marlo gets mad. That's pretty much what just happened in the scene. Even though, you know what I'm saying, I felt like Marlo was, I felt like Marlo was being genuine. I do, and I think that when Drew was like, "You're not showing up in this friendship right," Marlo was like, "Girl," I think Marlo said Marlo was like, "Girl, I done already apologized to you like 2 or 3 times." Girl, what is we still talking about, right? And so then she hung up the phone in Drew's face. And this is what Marlo kind of just like lost me. Okay, no, Marlo wasn't genuine. I just thought about it. Marlo wasn't genuine. I just thought about it. Okay, Marlo probably was a little wrong. I'm thinking about it as I'm talking. I think Marlo was a little wrong. Because where Marlo went wrong is as soon as Marlo hung up the phone, because she started reading Drew. Because she said that Drew wig's been horrible. Because she could hear it bunched up on the phone. Girl, she said she could hear she could hear Drew's wig bunched up over the phone. She said that Drew was bad body. Girl, she said something like your man don't want you. See, that's the problem, right? Because if she was being genuine, she would have said, "I receive what you're saying. I'm sorry. I apologize. Girl, I have to go. I'm nervous about this date. Girl, we can finish talking about this tomorrow." Right? But as soon as Drew said something, as soon as Drew still wanted to continue saying what she needed to say to get it off of her chest, Marlo got mad, hung up the phone, and then started reading her friend. Oh yeah, Marlo was wrong. I just thought about it. Marlo, girl, I tried to have your back, girl. The girl, it wasn't making sense when I was talking. Marlo was wrong. Marlo was wrong. You can't. I just thought about it. You can't do something to somebody, and then when you feel like it's said and done, it's really our first time talking about it. Girl, just let the person get off their chest what they need to get off of their chest. But girl, you get mad, hang up the phone, and then start reading her, and then start talking about her body like your ass ain't laid on the table and got sucked. Now, Marlo ain't never had no bad body. So even with the lipo, to me, even without the lipo, Marlo body was still sickening. The lipo just kind of just gave her that extra. You know what I'm saying? But it's still you still can't. I just have a belief that if you get any type of plastic surgery, you cannot go around here and start body shaming the other girls. Not to say if you just have an old nasty body that was just girl, girl built by God and He took His time that you can. That's not what I'm saying. But girl, you definitely can't lay on no table and girl be sucked and plucked and girl BBL down and breast lift and breast and nose jobs and then want to turn around and talk about somebody's body. As if girl, bitch, girl, you didn't pay for yours. Okay, now Drew claims she had a mommy makeover too claim. It was what it was, girl. Marlo goes on a date with a guy. His name is Scottley. Girl, he got 3 kids. He got one that's 15, one that's 2, and one that's 1. Absolutely not. Marlo basically like, are you cheating on or y'all sit together? He says no. Why how you got a 2 and a 1-year-old? Mm, 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 mm. He was in jail for like 6 months. Girl, whatever. I thought he was about to say he was in prison for like 15 years or something. He said 6 months. I said, oh girl, that sounds like some tickets or something. Girl, that sound like a couple of girl, that sound like he probably beat somebody's ass. Girl, who ass he beat, I don't know. I don't know why he was in jail for 6 months. He said it was 2 times. The longest was 6 months. I was like, okay, that's really not that bad. Um, Sound like a hot chick. I don't know. What's something that you end up in jail for 6 months? Girl, we don't want to find out though. Okay. So we ain't even got to talk about it. Marlo made a joke. I thought it was kind of cute. She made a joke about her also, being in jail before too. This is the thing what Marlo should have done. Marlo is now trying to. One thing I have noticed about Marlo is now trying to control the narrative of her past. The problem is with Marlo is that the truth is, okay, it has been 15 seasons. I forgot what season Marlo came on. And I don't remember, I could be wrong. I don't remember them ever really going into depth about Marlo's past. And now you got Kandi and Kenya who just like, you sliced the bitch face, you did this, you did that. And now Marlo is trying to like take control of it, right? And not feel like she's ashamed of her past. But girl, you should have did that from the get-go. And now the girls on TV talking about you like to slice and dice and cut a bitch, okay? Anyways, girl, that was the episode. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.